Indy Mogul.
Your father was captain of a starship for 12 minutes. He saved 800 lives, including yours. I dare you to do better. Enlist in Starfleet.
Forget Spencer Pratt and Brody Jenner, Paul Rudd and Jason Segel, and Seth Rogen and you. The ultimate bromance is Kirk and Spock. They first met in 1960 when Gene Roddenberry introduced them in his mind, but didn't go public with their relationship until 1966 when their television series debuted. Going where no man has gone before in same-sex, maybe platonic relationships, Kirk and Spock ruled over a utopia where there was no racism or sexism. But since the 60s had plenty of racism and sexism, the show had horrible ratings and survived for just 3 seasons. Yeah, that's right. All this started with a failed TV show. Perhaps the show failed because the small screen couldn't contain their love as it flourished on the big screen. With no need for leading ladies, Kirk and Spock starred in 6 films before gracefully retiring. That is until they got a call from JJ Abrams, shining knight of cult TV shows with low ratings. With Obama elected president, Tina Fey ruling must-see TV, and bromance in full bloom, it was time for them to return. And with this prequel, we get to see how Kirk and Spock's bromance all began. A bromance for the ages, rivaled only by Felix Unger and Oscar Madison and Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Weird. They all kind of have the same dynamic. Guess what? All summer long, Beyond the Trailer is giving away a pair of free AMC movie tickets to the winner of the week's one-sentence review challenge. This week, Star Trek. To enter, write your one-sentence review below, as well as give the movie a rating on a 1 to 10. You can not only write it here, but you can also Twitter me right when you get out of the theater. You have to be a subscriber to be eligible to win, and I'll announce the winner on Sundays on Movie Math. Now, let's find out what audiences think of the latest Star Trek right after this break.
What happens when you put together one band and one filmmaker to create an original music video for $99? Watch world premiere videos every week at $99musicvideos.com. $99 Music Videos is best experienced with Verizon Fios Internet.
My name is Ethan, and I see movies everywhere. You're watching Indy Mogul.
Are you a Trekkie?
I am. Yes, I am. I will be proud about it. Yes, I'm a Trekkie.
I can't say I was before, but I might be one today.
I was never a fan of Star Trek, but I really like this one. This is the first Star Trek movie I ever went to.
So what do you think of the new direction for the series?
The new direction is awesome.
This is absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. I like how they're doing the reboot, like the way it's rebooted, it like changes everything.
There's some definite story inconsistencies with the later movies.
I would have called it Star Trek Multiversal in that it's not happening in the past of the original film.
They didn't even try to make it any kind of realistic. They were just talking about we're going to the future and back again.
Could have been a little longer. I wanted more movie.
I need more story. I need a little more story.
This is sort of like Star Trek via Starship Troopers.
JJ Abrams mostly does television. Was this cinematic?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I've seen some other series by JJ Abrams, and this is by far very cinematic.
The action, the cinematography, the next generation had turned everybody into a bunch of dweebs and dorks, and this has really turned them back into men, red-blooded, sweat, fist-throwing men.
It's got these young, cute boys in it. I think a lot of the, kids my niece's age will be, in love with them.
What do you think of this new cast? Do you think they did a good job recasting the roles?
Yes, especially McCoy.
Oh,
he was funny. He was really funny.
I think my favorite characters in the cast was John Cho playing as Sulu. That surprised me the most, and Simon Pegg playing as Scotty.
Scotty's alien sidekick, it was like the Great Gazoo or something on Flintstones. That one I didn't think belonged there.
Is it like Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah, that's
yeah. Who do you like better, Kirk or Spock?
I've always been a Kirk fan. He's always been the cool guy in the series. Though the Spock in this one, though, he has a little bit of an edge to him too.
Spock has a backbone. Kirk is a crazy man.
I like the relationship between Spock and Kirk. I didn't know it went down like that, but it did, and it was great. I enjoyed every minute of
You
it.
think it's okay to recast the main
Yeah,
actors?
definitely. Hopefully they ain't got no debates about on money or anything. I hope not.
Anything else you want to say to people out there who are thinking of seeing this movie but they aren't sure?
Oh, I say totally see it because it's accessible to anyone. Enjoy it. It's just a fun movie.
For anybody who's like a big sci-fi nut, you'll love this. It's close to on par with Blade Runner, at least in the look.
Oh, Wow.
It's a great movie. Whether you are or not a Star Trek fan, I think you'll love it.
Get out there, get your ticket, get in there now. Do it in an IMAX if you can.
Is it worth seeing on IMAX or a luxury?
It's definitely worth seeing in IMAX.
What do you give it on a 1 to 10?
Gave it a 9.7.
7 maybe.
8.5.
About a 9.
9.
9.
9 out of 10.
9.5.
10.
I give it a 10.
I give it 11.
Star Trek is about a near-perfect future, and apparently it makes for a near-perfect movie as audiences give this new Star Trek a 9. And don't forget to enter this week's one-sentence review challenge for the chance to win a pair of free AMC movie passes. I'm Grace Randolph reporting from AMC Empire 25, and you've just gone beyond the trailer.